By nature, telecommunication networks has evolved very significantly, especially during last 30, 40 years. Although there used to be old-style telecommunication before those times, the GSM and digital communication has happened last 30, 40 years at most. And the pace of change is very fast. You can imagine from the GSM and mobile phone penetrations all over the globe. So while that change happened in a very fast manner, the systems and the development of the telecommunication networks also developed very fast, which brings complexity, heterogeneity, and non-standardization. As we all know, there is a unique dominant vendor in the telecommunication area, and each vendor have its own way of doing their business, which directly affects the identity, access, and accountability of the telecommunication networks, and which brings the complexity. So when we take the picture of our network, those sort of non-centralized, non-standardized systems was a very big headache. So as telcos, we have to find a way, a solution to overcome that problem in order to seamlessly manage the identity and access lifecycle of the users on the devices. That was a challenge before Single Connect. Especially in the digitalization era, telecommunication is also in the center of the digitalization. All the businesses working on the systems. And identity lifecycle is a cornerstone of the digitalization. Once you have your business running on the systems, you have to manage a user's, a person identity from the beginning, recruitment of that person, having a role, having a department, onboarding new systems, offboarding all systems, and at the end, maybe just decommissioning the user rights or resign of the users. This is the whole life cycle. And that life cycle is very critical since all the operations, development, and other stuff has happened on those systems. So when you look from that perspective, the management of the telecommunication systems with that user ID lifecycle is becoming critical. You have to understand who has rights to do what and who has access to do what type of devices and what the actions has been taken on those devices, account them and log them, both for regulatory reasons and also management of that telecom system ecosystem, let's say. User identity lifecycle sits in the heart of that processes. In that perspective, Single Connect enables us to solidly, robust, and reliably manage the identity lifecycle over the telecommunication systems networks. As I told, Single Connect governs our telecommunication networks mainly. And especially for recent 3-4 years, the change of pace again increased because of new coming services. Especially Turkcell is a leading digital operator, which brings us new components, new systems, servers, and application to be deployed on the network also. On the other end, 4.5G involvement, upcoming Industry 4.0 and IoT challenges always brings new systems into our complex network. For our daily life with Single Connect, we are trying to keep the pace with that change. The new systems, new integration, new role definitions, new responsibilities to the existing groups or maybe the new groups that form during the need. We have to define all them onto Single Connect platform. And again, keep the life cycle of not only users but also devices on that systems. In order to assure that everyone needs to access only they need to do. and log them, having an accountability of the operations, and also meeting the regulatory needs in order to comply with our regulatory bodies. Our daily life is pushing us more and more to going to more automated and intelligent way of operations for telecommunication network provisioning. And provisioning, I mean identity and access provisioning lifecycle. Of course, we have others, but our deal with the single connect is focusing on identity and access provisioning. And my teams and experts on those products are trying to keep those lifecycle up and running 7/24. I remember once when we take the picture of the telecommunication systems, there used to be lots of common users, local users, anonymous users. Some accounts belong to some people who left the company years ago. And also we couldn't be able to identify during the problems who done what and when, and what is their privileges to do that operations. And that sort of information, not totally lost, but there were some discrepancies, missing part of the puzzles when we take the picture. So if you want to efficiently run a network operations, those are the cornerstones of the business. So you have to give the right people to the right access on the right devices to do their job and complete their responsibilities. And if you can manage them with a central repository, with a central system, that really takes that burden out of the operations teams and make us enable them to do the right operation without any hesitations, without any complexity. And afterwards, you can fully understand, control, and have a visibility of the operations from the accounting and logs data on the single connect. If you can control the flow of the operation and you can design the operation based on the needs and then be able to visualize what have been done, that's the very basic part of the efficient operations. And Single Connect really helped us in that manner so much. Frankly speaking, at the very beginning of deployment of Single Connect, it was not a full-fledged product that we were imagining. But when we go to the competitors and other offerings on the market, we have seen that Single Connect is best suited to our needs, which was managing the identity and access lifecycle on the telecommunication systems networks. So when I think now, I can proudly say that we have chosen the right product. Although it was not at the beginning, we had a very good relation, I dare say even partnership with the Crontech to fulfill our needs. As we expand the coverage of the Single Connect, we had some new features, new requirements, and with the close relation with the Crontech, we were very fast deploy those evolvement of the features and the requirements on the product. We have decided that during the procurement of the Single Connect, those close relation and understanding of each other's vision on that product will help us and we can evolve our product and solve our problems in a faster way, which showed us that this decision was right. And I can also, I don't want to be humble, me and my team, which are very experienced on those topics, helped Single Connect to have a more robust, more versatile product. And after the developments of all those cycles, releases, I can proud to say that Crontech thanks us to help them having a more robust product, which shows that, as I told you, development of the product and the solutions of the problems in a partnership way. This was one of the main reasons we have chosen Single Connect to go all that journey with them.